Hello everyone, you're watching Altek2k Gaming, and this is my guide to Act 10. In Act 10 town, go to the cathedral rooftop using this ladder. Once at the top of the ladder, we're going to go to where we found Kitava in Act 5, and free Bannon by killing all the monsters around him and then the monsters that spawn. There's a boss that spawns in the middle. And then we run down the rooftop until we reach the bottom. Where we came up in Act 5 to fight Kitava, we now go down the opposite way. Note though that the ladder comes up on the wrong side of the roof. This act is a lot shorter than the others because there's a lot less content that we actually need to do in this act. Once we reach the ladder, head downwards. We're now in the Ravaged Square. What we're going to do now is head straight across until we reach the Reliquary. Now note that once we reach the Reliquary, we're not actually going to run it, we're just going to go in, grab the waypoint and head straight back out. Now we've got the waypoint, we're going to head downwards to the control blocks where we started this area in Act 5. Now just a note about Act 10, it does do a lot more damage than the previous acts. Once we enter the control blocks, head downwards and grab the new waypoint that's appeared. And then we're going to head to where we found the miasmeter. And this is basically where we came in Act 5 but in reverse. So we're going to find hold in these areas so we can jump through. Okay, this is where we found the miasmeter. We're now going to go through this door that's now not boarded up. And in here, we fight Violenta. Now, Violenta hurts quite a lot. Do avoid these beams, they hurt, so you want to stand between them. When you phase her, she will go up into the air and drop bombs on you. This is an ad phase, so refill your flasks and try and avoid her bombs. Eventually, she'll land again. And then we can find her. Where is she, maybe? Where is she? Where the hell? Oh, she's there. Hiding. Ow! She hurts a lot, by the way. Okay, she's gone into the air again. Avoid the bombs. Kill the ads. Once she's down, we can log out. Talk to Lani, we'll get a skill book. Once you've got the skill book and applied the point, head back to the waypoint and go back to the Reliquary. Exit the Reliquary, and then head upwards to where we find the Chamber of Innocence, grabbing the waypoint on the way. When you get across the bridge, turn left and head upwards. The waypoint, and then head across the top. Now remember, we have to go through this weird U-bend on the way out of here, so we have to go back through this way on the way in. This isn't a random area, it's fixed. And it's exactly the same as the layout in Act 5. Into the Torch Courts now, and we head through them. There's no waypoint this time. This area layout is pretty much the same as in Act 5. In the courtroom now, and the exit will either be on this left-hand side or upwards. In this case, it's upwards. Or downwards, depending on how you look at it. And then exit into the Desecrated Chambers. Grab the waypoint. And then this is the same layout as in Act 5. So head all the way to the left of the arena, as far as we can go. And we're looking for that offshoot again so we can head further left. Which looks like it's here, and it is. Once you go down as far as you can go, then it's time to head right. And then again, we're going to kill all the corners because they're normally blues. And then apply any skill points before entering the Sanctum of Innocence. This boss fight is extraordinarily nasty. He has an awful lot of hit points. You want to try and move around him so he doesn't hit you with his weapons, because his melee attacks do hurt an awful lot. Every so often he'll summon these beams. Do not enter those beams. Avoid them at all costs because they add some kind of degen on you. It's like a bleed, but you can't take it off with bleed flasks. It's incredibly lethal. And eventually he will go down. Grab the Staff of Purity, and head out. You do not need to go back through the Torch Courts like you did in Act 5, we can just port straight to where we need to go, back to town, talk to Bannon, and turn him into innocence. Okay, so I will meet you back here once I get through Merciless Lab. And he's down. Buy anything that you want from the Divine Font, and then get your next Ascendancy. And now we're going to head up back to the Ossuary. One thing I should mention is hit points. I like to have around 3,400 hit points in this act. And I'm under that quite substantially. So it can be done lower, but about 3,400 is what you're aiming for. Now in here, we're going to run all the way through. This isn't the easiest place to navigate. You'll often hit dead ends and have to turn back. But we are entering at the bottom and heading to the top. Always. Keep heading over these bridges. And eventually you're going to hit this entrance to the feeding trough. And again, it's head from bottom to top. This particular section is a lot easier than the other one, because there's not many offshoots from the actual river itself, so it's just go down the river till you can't go any further and then cross the river on one of these little bridges that you'll see here. And eventually we will get to the end where we can fight Kitava. I say eventually, where is it? It must be here. There we go. Once you find Sin, talk to him, he will jump up to the next level where we fight Kitava. This Kitava fight is annoying because he's got a lot of phases. You can't leech while he has phases, so if you rely on leech, you'll have to try and use flasks while he's phasing. He's entered his phase now, so I can't do any more damage to him. Okay, when the heart comes out, ads will spawn. Just kill the heart, kill the ads. And eventually he'll pick it back up. Now I will fire every so often, try and avoid it. And some of these ads in the corners that fire balls in can be really damaging, so try and kill those before they kill you. When he fires those things on the floor, just avoid them. And then again we get to the ad phase, kill the heart, and he's back. The build I'm playing at the moment is a bit of a glass cannon, so I will be doing a lot more damage than probably you will, but you'll probably be more tanky than I am. Avoid the effects on the floor, because that's a dot. Now that's fire wide arena. There's a little notch here, stand here. It's the only safe place in the arena. And that should be his last heart. Once we kill this heart, we will have finished the act and we'll be in maps. I often find the ad phase to be more damaging than anything else. And then he's down. Talk to Sin and he'll open a portal. We are now in Oriath. There's some quests to complete here, but first speak to Lani. And she will give you a 2-point skill book. Head across here as well, and at the far side of here, there is a crafting recipe. You then want to head up to this top left-hand corner to enter the Templar Laboratory to start the quest that then get you your map device in your hideout. They'll then send you to the Reliquary and the Court, and they sort of follow the same way they would from the square if you're in Act 10. So Court's up there, Reliquary's down there. And that's it. Once you've done that, head to your hideout and start running maps. If you enjoyed this Act series or it's been helpful, then please smash that like button. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.